Hello and welcome. You're watching us live on NewsX YouTube. And well, the breaking news at this moment is that the government of Pakistan has said that Pakistan will be playing the World Cup, but will be boycotting that game against India in Colombo. I have with me Kashish, and we are here to bring you the immediate reaction to this particular decision made by the Pakistan government, which is nothing short of drama. Well, but
Of
Kashish,
course.
what is your first reaction to this?
So my first reaction to all of this is how is ICC reacting to it? I understand, of course, a player cannot, the player or the team cannot counter whatever the country has said. Okay, the similar thing happened with Bangladesh. The country denied, and Bangladesh said, of course, we'll not play any of the matches against India. Now, the thing is with Pakistan, they've denied the 15th February match. Uh, so initially, ICC had warned them that they have to decide on one thing: either they completely forfeit or they play the matches. So, Siddharth, tell me what exactly would ICC do about it? Like, can they let it go?
Kashish, there is no precedent to this matter, but as per my understanding, if
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow every team picks which team they're going to play against and which team they're not going to
Yeah,
play against, the World Cup becomes a very complex affair. Okay, and that's something that the
of
ICC
course.
cannot allow. Had this been a smaller tournament, maybe like a three-nation series, or I don't know, maybe even the if Champions Trophy, maybe some leeway, or the Asia Cup as well, maybe some leeway could have been given. But in this case, I don't think anything is will be allowed. Now the on that the ICC needs to take, if they have some spine, they're going to
Yeah.
take a stand and they're going to say, tell Pakistan, just stay at home, and there's no reason to come. But considering the fact that we are cutting this close to the World Cup, maybe the best, what I
Exactly.
feel the ICC will do in this case is they'll just award India those 2 points. And Pakistan, in this case, obviously they made
But
their
again,
calculations,
that
right?
that
Yeah.
would be that would be unfair. That would be unfair with India, right? So we did not decide to cancel the match, or we did not decide to not play those matches, right? So it
You
will
know,
be again unfair to the players from
honestly, the
India.
Indian team couldn't care less. We are not interested in
Yeah,
playing
I get it,
Pakistan.
but again, it's about points. It's about points when you come
No, the
when you are
points
talking about a World Cup.
so ICC in this case, if they give India the bye, the points will be awarded to India.
Okay.
Pakistan, they've done a very clever thing. What they've done
Hmm.
is they've done a calculation. Now, the other teams in your group are who? Are UAE,
UAE.
uh,
We
Netherlands,
have
sorry,
USA. We have USA in our group. We
uh,
have Pakistan in our group, and we
sorry,
have teams like these. We Netherlands, USA,
absolutely.
Pakistan, and
So,
yeah,
that somewhere that call has been made. Even if there would have been an Afghanistan in that group, I don't think Pakistan would have gone ahead and done this. But the fact that other three teams are minnow teams that Pakistan expects itself to win against, I think this
yeah.
call has been taken only because of that, because, they're not going to beat India. They might claim huge victories over Australia, but, let's be realistic. That's not going to happen. That's not happened in a really long
Mhm.
time. So considering that, I feel
Yeah.
this call has been taken, bo- because I feel that Pakistan in this case, it's a bigger deal for them. India doesn't care so much, that
How do you think, Siddharth, how do you analyze it on in Pakistan's end? How do you think it is going to backfire if at all ICC takes any strict measures against them at this point? Because they were very strict when it came to Bangladesh. They were not ready to give up on whatever their actually whatever the rules are. They were not ready to change the rules for a country. Now, of course, they won't change the rules for Pakistan also. How do you think it is going to impact Pakistan?
Yeah. So look, here's what I feel Pakistan has done, right? Because first they really instigated Bangladesh Cricket Board to
Yeah.
go against the will of their players and boycott the tournament. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
now once you've pushed a country to do that, you have to show some sort of solidarity. After which
Yeah.
that Mohsin Naqvi and Shehbaz Sharif meeting came, and this is why these many days have taken, because I feel they wanted to deliberately make this decision really close to the World Cup, as to give ICC very limited options to make changes. Because if they had just announced a decision, then ICC would have said, okay, don't come, we're going to call Iceland. Okay.
Yeah,
But now that they've done it so close to the actual World Cup beginning, just days before the World Cup begins,
exactly.
what they have done is they've just, because they pushed Bangladesh to the edge, they had to show some sort of action, and they've done that. You know, how this, if ICC goes ahead and decides to ban
Mm.
Pakistan, I think they'll be in bad, bad, bad soup, because consider this tournament, the match fees, the revenues, everything, it matters nothing
Exactly.
to the BCCI. The BCCI is the richest board in the world. It will remain the richest board in the world for a really long time. PCB, you can't say that, because they have
Yeah,
to run.
it is, of course, it is not going to matter to India that much as it is going to bother Pakistan. Because when you think about their players, when you think about their team, it is going to have a long term impact. Because, see, if at all ICC decides to completely remove Pakistan from these tournaments, because of course a threat was given regarding the bilateral series also with any big nation. So if at all that happens with Pakistan, how are they going to work with it? How are they going to work on the growth of their cricket and bring in new players? It is completely going to shatter their cricket.
Absolutely, as it is, because of terrorism and everything, that their cricket
Yeah.
has taken a big hit. If you talk about 2611, you talk about Pelgam, it's never really improved. A cricketer
Mm.
never really has been 100% confident about playing in Pakistan. If the option comes, the cricketer would prefer skipping that particular tournament rather than going down there. So, for a country that is in such doldrums already, I think this is a stupid, stupid, stupid move, considering the fact that, you know, ICC, if they decide in this case that, it doesn't matter that we are so close to a tournament, if you have show this selectiveness, it's one
Yeah.
thing saying that we won't shake our hands with you. It's another thing saying that, we're going to not play the World Cup. I'm not going
Hmm.
to credit the BCCI or ICC in this case, because yes, the BCCI also had to take a stand, which they did not.
Yeah.
PCB in this case, they're not taking a stand. They're just playing it, trying to be clever in this case, and I think it's going to backfire massively, because we just saw the under
Truly,
19.
it is going to backfire. It is really going to backfire, considering okay, you have boycotted one match. What about next match? You are going to face India
Yeah,
again.
exactly. What if India
You
and
are going to,
Pakistan end
you
up playing
can't
in the
keep
semi-finals? Will you
boycotting
will you
all the matches,
give us
right?
a bye then? Considering the
Yeah.
fact that if India and Pakistan play in the knockouts, are you going to give us a bye then? No. So that's not going to
Yeah.
happen.
No, at that point, Pakistan is going to start fighting. It's like, how can you give India the bye? How are you doing this? This is unfair. Unfair. This is biased. The ICC is biased. Now, then those questions Pakistan is going to raise. But again,
Look.
this is a very stupid move from their end.
Absolutely. Look, under 19 World Cup, Afghanistan is playing the semi-final and Pakistan is not going to
Yeah.
be playing it. So their cricket, it's been compared with Afghanistan, it's not being compared with Australia and England. Yes, they might win a couple of T20s here and there,
Yeah.
but the cricket is miles apart. If forget India, India is on a different level right now. So,
Of course.
they've tried to act clever in this case, but I feel they've just badly hit themselves in the foot. The ICC, if they show some spine, they'll knock out Pakistan, say, okay, don't come, no problem. And it's going to just
Yeah.
cause a meltdown in that country. It's going to put Mohsin Naqvi and Shehbaz Sharif in a very, very struggling, bad position. They might get
Yeah.
their fake nationalism points here and there, but
Of course.
it's not a nationalist
But the
move. It is
country,
just a political
it
move.
is going to, yeah, the Pakistan cricket fans are also going to hit back at this thing if at all ICC takes a step against Pakistan. They're
Absolutely.
not
And to
going to let
India,
it
India
go
it doesn't
easy.
matter, as I've told you
Yeah,
earlier as
see,
well.
it is. See, anyways, India has always wanted. See, we were never in favor of the Asia Cup. We were never in favor of any of the matches that happened in Asia Cup, and ne- India also did not want to play. It is not something that we wanted. It is how the setup is. If you are a nation at playing at that level, you are going to be playing against every other nation, and if you are put in a certain group, you have to play against us. You
Right.
can't keep making silly excuses or start doing things that don't align with, despite knowing that what is the current situation for your
Mm.
country.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So look, here is what my takeaways are. I'm going to put it
Mm.
very straightforward.
Yeah.
I think this is the moment in Pakistan cricket where, it's going to be even worse for them going ahead, because one, you're not going to play the World Cup. There's another World Cup coming. What are you going to be do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do about that? Because our stand doesn't change. We have nothing. We
Mm.
don't want to do anything with country that supports terrorism. you know,
Of
and
course.
we won't be playing the bilateral series. When it comes to multilateral tournaments, we'll play them, but we won't shake your hands. That's a moral stand,
Yeah.
you know. What will Pakistan do? Are you telling me that Pakistan will never play a game against India when it comes to any multilateral tournaments? That's
Talking
not going to
about your
happen. Let's
own
be realistic.
losses, exactly. We're talking about your own revenues. You talking about your own losses that are going to happen after this.
Absolutely.
Because
And yeah,
yeah,
you absolutely
any
right
India
there.
versus Pakistan match brings a lot of revenue for Pakistan. For of course, India, it's another thing, but for Pakistan, it is bringing in a lot of revenue.
One point that I would like to raise is it is a
Mm.
slap in the face to for the broadcasters, who've been going all out advertising this game and everything. That's one thing
Mm-hmm.
that I want to say because we don't want this mocha nonsense and everything every time. You don't need that overhyping
Yeah,
these trailers and teasers with stars. You just don't need them. You should not give this game so much importance. Surya Kumar Yadav said it as well. It's not a rivalry anymore. Stop treating it as
exactly.
such. Yes, it brings in viewership. That's one thing,
Mhm.
but that's not all that you should be caring about. So this is actually a
Of
slap in
course.
the face for these broadcasters who've already put in that much money to put out the promos and everything as well, and it's a lesson for them.
Yeah, of course it is. And we'll be bringing you all the latest updates on this story and keep following it for you only on NewsX.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.